You have to say that a little later.
Okay, yeah.
Flipman, Flipman, it's the Flipman, Flipman, Flipman. You want some money in your hand, flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Today's topic, 5-figure paydays. How common are they? We'll get to that. Just want to make sure the audio is good on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Periscope. See, I got my mic holder here, so don't trip. We're not audio people. We're doing our best. We can't come up with an idea because we have to have 3 different mics for the different platforms. So that's it. Put that other one up there without the transparent. It has the red top that says subscribe. Yeah, that one. All right. So we're here today to discuss, Flipman Daily, Wholesaling, Real Estate Live Q&A, aka Fliptainment, on wholesaling real estate without using your cash or credit. Any trouble with the audio, please let us know, guys. We're trying to figure it out.
Instagram says good.
Okay, thank you, Instagram. If you want a copy of the one-page contract I've been using since 2003, YouTube search Flipman 2021 contract. If you want to partner with me, you have a deal on the contract. You're dealing directly with the owner. It's a great deal, and it's off market, which means in my definition that if I Google the address, I can't find it for sale anywhere on the internet. So let's get into the Q's and A's. Sound is good so far, so the contraption is working. We had no stuff. I went to Michael's. I was just looking around for something that I could strap 3 mics on. You want to see? Right, 3 mics on. We found the E, we found the W, and a 3. The young ladies said, let's go with the E. So here we are. We're trying to figure out what the E stands for. Extraordinary. Encouraging. What else? Entertainment. Educational.
Everybody can do it.
Okay. Oh, we ain't got no questions?
Yes, I know you already talked about the contract, but somebody just asked on Instagram, what contract is best used when wholesaling?
I don't know what is best used, but I know the one that's probably been used more than any contract out there because I give it away for free. If you want a copy of that contract and how to fill it out for sellers and buyers, go to YouTube and do a search for Flipman 2021 contract.
All right, same person. This is on Instagram. What leads are best to pull for motivated sellers?
What leads are best to pull for motivated sellers? Well, I guess I would need to know where you're pulling your leads from. Well, and what are you going to do with those? I guess you mean build a list. How are you going to market to them or advertise to them? Do the CRM.
Let's see. Searching for oldies. He said E stands for educational.
Boom, there you go.
All right. Sharice Garcia asked, what is your prop stream?
What is my prop stream?
Mm-hmm.
What if you mean how you can access my partnership or my reseller account with them, you simply go to dealyourlater.com, which I didn't mention on the partnering. If you want to partner with me, you submit to dealyourlater.com. Select the Send Deals tab.
All right. Mindsight Property Solutions said E is for enlightening. I like that.
Enlightening. E is for enlightening. Boom. There you go, Playboy.
We also had somebody say for enterprise.
Enterprise. Entrepreneurship.
I like that. A. Nicole said elevate.
Elevate.
Like all of that.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody said everyday flips.
Everyday flips.
Mm-hmm. All right. D Guy said, how do you calculate your assignment fee per deal? Do you do it by percent of ARV?
No, it's just a feel more so, but you're in luck because that helps. That is a part of your negotiations. You can go to YouTube and do a search for Flipman free calculator, and that video will explain or it give you access to the deal calculator on dealator.com, which is free. And you can play with the numbers on how much you can make after you get the numbers as far as ARV times 70% minus repairs. Then you can sort of figure out your fee, and that'll give you an idea what you need to be on a contract with the seller.
All right, this is on TikTok. Can you explain the process after finding a house?
The process after finding a house. So I guess you mean like a vacant house. First thing you want to do is obviously figure out the address. Then you will use that address to use like the free county website to determine who owns that property. It'll have their name and mailing address in most cases. So now you can take that information and you can either direct mail them, right? Or you can skip trace the information using skip2flip.com. That's skip2flip.com, and get their phone number. Once you get their phone number, you call them. Hopefully they are interested in selling. Hopefully they are interested in selling at a price that makes sense for you. If so, you then place it on a contract, and now it's time to market that deal to find a cash buyer. You can use Facebook groups, Facebook Marketplace, LinkedIn groups, Craigslist, realtors, real groups, banner signs, Google, sell my house fast in the name of the city, and or other wholesalers. Once you do that, you find a buyer, you put it on the contract with them at a higher price. At that point, you set up a closing, and that's where the seller gets paid, you get paid, buyer takes possession of the property, you move on to the next deal.
All right, this is on Instagram. Can I do this with a cell phone, or do I have to have a laptop or computer?
You can do it with a smartphone because they will allow you to do a lot. A laptop will take it to the next level for you. But to answer your question, yes, you can do it with just a smartphone. Makes it a little bit more difficult, but most definitely.
All right, this is on Instagram. They want to know, do you have a JV contract?
I don't use JV contracts. I really only use purchase and sales agreements or an option contract. A JV contract technically probably wouldn't stand up in a court of law. All right, it really doesn't give you a position because you're somewhat acting as a realtor at that point.
All right, this is on TikTok. Someone said, thanks for helping people become bosses, positive role model, 2021.
Hey, that's what's up. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this content helps.
All right, searching for oldies on YouTube said, how do you locate probate property lists?
How do you locate probate property lists? You can go down to the courthouse if it's open, and you're just asking one that'll get you going in the right direction. Or you can YouTube search Flipman probate. You'll see a video there with me and the experts at all the leads, and they explain their process and how they can have lists sent to you every month. And they train you on how to pursue those.
All right, this one came from relentless_Vic. He said, Flipman, I have an appointment tomorrow. The seller is $7K higher than my MAO. It's a smaller house in a D neighborhood. What are some good strategies to talk him down, comps and condition?
Well, condition is where you're going to probably be able to get a difference in price, and it may be a roof, may need updating, may need heating and air or the repair of a unit. The landscaping may not be good, may need windows, bathroom, kitchen, or whatever. So you've got to beat them up on 7,000, but make sure you do more listening than talking.
All right, this one came from Erica Fance Davis on YouTube. She said, hi, I'm trying to comp a property using Zillow, and there are no recent home sales in the neighborhood without going across a major road, which I know is a no-no. So what do I do?
All right, say that again.
She's trying to comp a property using Zillow, and there are no recent home sales in the neighborhood without going across a major road, and she knows that that is a no-no. What should she do?
Ooh, yeah, you may want to try to go back in time, go back farther than a year to see if you see any activity. If you don't, crossing those major roads can get tricky really quick. But that's also a sign that if there are no comps in the area where that property is, it's going to probably be difficult to find a cash buyer also.
Okay. This one came from SB. What's your end goal to real estate?
What's my end goal?
Mhm.
That's a good question. Ideally, I would like to own some commercial stuff and reap the monthly income off of that. I'm really not interested in income from residential, personally. That's the end game, I guess, or whatever. Still in a work in progress.
All right, this one's from Jamisha Roundtree. She said, have you used the tired landlord filter on PropStream yet?
Have I used that yet? I think I've looked at it. I don't think I've built a list yet from it. But I've definitely, pulled a list. I don't think I've used one before.
All right, this is on Instagram. Someone says on your contract at the bottom, it says buyer will have X amount of days and can cancel with written notice to the seller. What happens if you don't write out the cancellation?
You can do it verbally if they're okay with it, but you won't have any record of that unless you record the conversation. I don't know if you want to do that or whatever. Ideally, you want to follow the proper procedure to cover yourself. But most people, if you all agree, hey, you're gonna do the deal, blah, 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 or whatever, that'll suffice. But if you want to be technical and doing the proper thing because you're running a business, you'll put it in writing.
All right, this is on TikTok. Someone asked, what's your YouTube channel under?
My YouTube channel, just do a search for Flipman. You'll see a cartoon character of me holding cash with a red shirt with Flipman on it. Same thing you probably see, same logo that you see right there on TikTok, my avatar.
All right, this is on Instagram.
Or you can just go to the link in my bio on Instagram or TikTok, and it'll take you right to tap the link that says tap here for free training, and that'll take you directly to my YouTube channel. It's all there. So when you have nothing to lose, when the knowledge and training is free. Thank y'all for coming out.
All right, this is on Instagram. With JV deals, what are some key points to protect myself when I've offered to my buyer?
Well, it's the paperwork. The main thing, you just want to make sure you're papered up. That's why when someone asks about a JV contract, I said, I really don't do those. I need to have a purchase and sales agreement in place that locks me into the deal.
Okay. Somebody asked, what's that in your hand on Instagram?
You're late to the party, but hopefully we're good today, having audio issues because I was trying to hold all three of these mics in one hand, and it was messing with the audio. Then I put them on my shirt, my fat skin, bump it up against the shirts. So now, I went to Michael's earlier. I was looking for something that I could tape all three of them to. Now, someone got some suggestions here. This simple brain here can only do so much. So I saw an E, I saw a W, and I saw what was the other?
A three.
A three, a W, and I guess two E's, I guess. Okay. And so the young ladies here said this was the best option. So,
Who said it?
huh?
Who said it?
Y'all said that the E was the best option.
Oh.
I picked the E.
Okay, well, Jessica said the E.
Ken said don't put her.
Ken said don't do it at all. Hey, let y'all do the best you can. She said do the best you can. So they'll be all right.
All right, so this one came from Ray Cash on YouTube. He said, how do you handle purchasing and getting a lockbox when you're virtual? Gotta have
Well, ideally, you'll want to have boots on the ground. That would be one simple thing that your boots on the ground would take care of for you. And that could be a friend or family member, another wholesaler, real estate agent, or someone that's basically acting in your behalf, in your best interest in deals in that market or a deal in that market.
All right, Tanya Annette Brown from Facebook said, can you wholesale houses that are, I guess, in a trust? And should I stay away from houses under an LLC?
Well, yeah, you can wholesale a house in a trust or an LLC. A human being is still behind it. It just sometimes those individuals are less motivated, and sometimes it's hard to get to that person. But yeah, you can do it. If you can jump through those other hurdles. At the end of the day, a human being is behind, or human beings are behind an LLC or a trust.
All right, this one came from Mindsight Property Solutions Incorporated. He said, can you wholesale commercial property that's for lease? Can you explain how triple N works?
Can you wholesale a property that's for lease? Well, technically you can. You can set up the terms and wholesale out those terms and lock it up, but normally that'll be more like a sublease. Well, I guess it still could be lease. You can wholesale the terms, you're out of the deal. Never done that before. And a triple net lease is basically locations like Walgreens, Starbucks, Advanced Auto Parts, or AutoZone, Burger King. In most cases, they don't own the building or the land or the lot it's sitting on. They are leasing that property from the owner. But like when people rent an apartment or a house, the owner is normally responsible for maintenance, the taxes, and the insurance on the property. You know, you may have renter's insurance, but I'm saying insurance on the actual property. On a triple net lease, in a commercial world, Burger King is responsible for making the monthly payment, paying the taxes, the insurance, and the maintenance on the house. Those are the three main nets. Those are the three main nets. It's called triple net leasing.
All right, this is on.
That was one of my more popular videos too. I did triple net, yeah.
This is on Instagram. Someone asked, what phone app do you use as an alternate phone number? I don't want to use my cell on bandit sign.
Well, there are a lot of apps out there. I use Vumber.com. That's the word number. Replace the N as in Nancy with a V as in Victor. Vumber.com. That's what I use.
All right, this is on TikTok. Should I buy a land with owner finance option if my credit is poor?
Well, if someone would sell you land or anything on owner financing and the terms make sense for you, most definitely.
All right, this is also on TikTok. On average, how much is an investor trying to make per flip? 20 to 30K, 40 to 50K? They say
well, more of a percentage basis. That's why the formula that we use is somewhat important. That'll vary from market to market, but for the most part, most are trying to make 20 to 25% on their money. In the most part, but I guess some people are happy with 15%. But generally speaking, 20 to 25%. That's why the formula that we use. That's how we come up with those numbers. We're trying to think in the terms of the investor, what may make a great deal or not.
All right. This is on Instagram. They said on Zillow, can I use the price on that property as comps?
Well, Zillow is going to give what they call a zestimate. That's their predicted value of the property. In reality, on any of those services, even with JLater, aka PropStream, you really need to dig into the numbers more, look at the comparable sales yourself to determine what that is versus what they say it is. Now, sometimes it'll be the same number that you come up with or something close to it, which is fine. YouTube search Flipman Comp Like a Pro, and also YouTube search Flipman Free Calculator. Those videos will help you get going in the right direction.
All right, this one came from A. Nicole on YouTube. She says, so glad to see you do more live videos. Question, how do you get around doing a property walkthrough if you are not sure if you can get someone to take a look at the property yet for contract?
How can you get around a property walkthrough? I don't know what you mean by that.
I don't know. If you're not sure if you can get someone to take a look at the property yet for contract. So maybe it's not under contract yet.
I'm not sure if you could rephrase that question
Yeah.
for us, A. Nicole. I think that's what her name is. Yeah.
All right. Facebook user asked, can I file a quiet title on an abandoned property?
Well, you could, or whatever. You could, yeah. I'm sure some attorney would be happy to take your money. Yeah.
All right. Big Ant Gaming said, is it better to do a JV on a deal or do it yourself?
Well, it's better to make some money than no money, but when the
Right.
opportunity presents itself, would you rather make 50% on the deal or 100% on the deal? Not a trick question.
All right. George Trent from Facebook said, what's the best marketing campaign to use with a small budget? And then what's the best with a large budget?
Define that. I can define a large budget, but define a small budget. How much money are we talking? You have to give George. You have to give a dollar amount on the small budget, and I can tell you.
All right. Travis Carswell from Facebook said, I want to start my 16-year-old daughter into wholesaling. What's the best process to get her started? No, that's right.
Number one, the hopes that she's interested. And then turn her loose on my YouTube video. That's what the youth like to do. They really don't watch TV like we do or whatever, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and those type of platforms are their entertainment. So she'll be right at home watching my videos, but assuming that she's interested. So everything she needs to know is right there on my channel. She'll probably get tired of looking at me, but she can just listen to the sound.
Have her to take some notes and then you partner. You sign the deals, but she's the brains behind it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Again, hope she's interested. That's the first part of it.
All right. COBO Properties said, how do you haggle with someone that says their price is as is, but really is close to or above market price?
Well, okay. They're in la land. They made it easy for you. They're not going to budge off of that, and you would have to. Okay. We'll just say the ARV is $100,000, but they asking 110. I guess that's what they're saying. It's going to be very difficult. They're already asking for more than what it's worth for them to come down to 30. You're wasting your time. Now, offers are free or whatever, but you're wasting your time in most cases. There's nothing I can say to make someone come from 110 to 30. Just, I don't know. I know I'm not that good. There may be some people out there good enough, but 110 to 30. That's tough. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
All right, this is on Instagram. Somebody said most people want the ARV of their property. How do I work around that?
They want it?
They want to know the ARV of their property.
Well, the ARV is after it's fixed up. You can get that to them. That ain't what it's worth right now. That's what it would be worth fixed up. It's okay to give them that. Say, well, once we put 50 grand in it, this is what it'd be worth. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, that's a good question that you can answer. So that's why we need it at 20, but it'll be worth 70. You know what I'm saying? So, once we put 50 grand in, I'm just throwing some numbers out. That probably wouldn't work either, but point being, okay, yeah, this is what it'd be worth after we do this. So that's why you need to sell it to us at this.
All right, somebody just made a statement. They said they missed Thursday Night Live. Can I go back and watch that?
We didn't do last night.
Oh, okay.
I had something to come up.
So you didn't miss it. All right, this is on TikTok. For owner finance, can you refinance the house?
For owner financing, yeah. You can do that. Yeah, most definitely.
All right. Mindsight Property Solutions said, thank you for explaining triple net leasing. You see, I'm trying to get that back.
That's what's up.
Let's see. Kobo Property said, hey, Flipman, what's up with real estate? Everybody is raising prices on Zillow by 10K or more when they recently lowered it by 7 or 8K.
Well, it just depends on your market and what area of your market you're looking in or whatever. So depend on your market. Some markets they're doing that, some they're not. So, and then the part of your market, what are you targeting? So real estate is hot right now. So.
Okay, the person who asked about the big budget and the small budget with marketing. So small budget, I think he's saying 2K. And big budget is 20K. You got money.
Most people don't have 2K to start out. That's a lot, right?
Mhm.
You can do a lot of
do a
different
lot.
things with 2K. You can do bandit signs, you can do cold calling, text messaging, and still have money left over with those. 20K, that's when you get into your Facebook ads, your direct mail, and your Google AdWords. So,
Okay, Facebook user asked, what do you know about quit claim deeds?
quick claim deeds are basically when someone just basically they're saying they're giving you, they're basically transferring their ownership over to you using that document. I personally don't like to do those. Well, let me just say this. You always need to pull a title whenever you do that, right? So just because they say they own the property doesn't mean they own the property, right? And even with a quick claim, they can own the property and quick claim deed it over to you, give you ownership, but they may have liens on it. You would never be able to sell that property without those liens attached to the property from the previous owner selling those liens or unpaid taxes or whatever, so that's the only issue with that.
All right.
My question always, someone want a quick claim, why we can't go through a normal process and do a warranty deed? Why can't we do that?
This one is from Lon or Lan from YouTube. He asks, what are inspectors looking for in the inspection?
Well, I normally don't deal with inspections. So they're looking for things that are wrong with the house, period. And they're trying to let their client know this is what's wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? So they can be addressed by whoever is selling the house or whoever's buying the house or whatever. So.
All right, this is on TikTok. They said, how long have you been wholesaling?
Since 2003, January of 2000. Well, I educated myself in January 2003. I first took action in the first week of February 2003. Closed my first deal in March of 2003.
All right, this is also on TikTok. They said, would it be okay if they send you a house and you call the owner and they want a JV?
Well, we don't really do that or whatever. If I open myself up to that, we barely can take the feeds in when people do actually have them under contract. They're sending in through Day-Late and through the contracts or whatever. Ideally, we probably try to get there at some point, but at this point, we're not there. So to answer your question. No.
All right. Someone said, I might be late, but how do I convince the owner to get on a contract to wholesale?
Well, whenever you're in the only, number one, they need to want to sell it, assuming that's there. Number two, they need to want to sell it at a price that works for you. Number three, the next step is, in order to get the sale transaction in motion, we need to put it on a contract. I'm gonna email you a contract. What's your email address? They don't want to do that, anything you can do, so. But most people understand that that's the first part of the process. Once you agree on a price that works for you.
All right. This is on Instagram. They ask, what's the best way to get around paying taxes at the closing table?
Paying taxes at the closing table?
I'm not sure what they're talking about. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, because you don't pay taxes at the closing table. Income tax.
All right, let's see. Oh, I mean, I always have time. This one's from Edward Scott on YouTube. He said, what's the best way to find cash buyers?
The best way to find cash buyers, assuming you have a deal on the contract, Facebook groups, Facebook Marketplace, LinkedIn groups, Craigslist, Realtors, Real Groups, bandit signs, Google Sell My House Fast in the name of the city. The first 2 pages are results. 2 or 3 pages of results are going to be serious wholesalers and serious cash buyers / investors, other wholesalers.
All right, this one's from Big K, and she really wants to know. She said, this is a funny question, but is Flipman a millionaire from wholesaling?
It is a funny question. That's something I wouldn't answer. I'm not, in that sense, but
Right.
I wouldn't tell you if I am anyway.
Yeah.
What if I'm $18 from it? Would you be
He
willing
never
to?
answers questions
Hey,
like that.
you want
So that's
yeah,
why we weren't
yeah,
skipping your question. We just
yeah.
hadn't got to it
Yeah.
yet
If I'm
because you're
$18
asking
from it, so
so
now
many.
you'll listen to me, or I need to make that other $18 to get past it, and then you'll listen to me.
Mm-hmm. This one is from Ali Tobin on YouTube. He said, watched all your videos, and I know you say your ex told you to do more deals, LOL, after your first one. How long did it take you to get to the point to quit your job at the beginning to go full time? That's my end goal.
Well, I could have quit it within the first year. I had basically replaced my salary, right? But it actually took me, I didn't build up the courage to do it until 3 years in. I quit May 1st, 2006. That's when I dropped the mic on my job. What's happening?
It's like,
Sticking or something?
it keeps it kind of
It's
refocusing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Like the iPad be doing.
All right, this is on Instagram. They said, how many addresses should I get when driving for dollars before I start cold calling?
You can get one. That's up to you. The more you do, the more chances you're going to have to close a deal and deals, plural.
All right, this is on Instagram as well. What kind of questions should I ask the title company to find out if they're wholesaler friendly?
Say that again.
They ask what kind of questions should they ask the title company to see if they're wholesaler friendly?
Well, I wouldn't even do that. It's too many places you can get referrals on that. Starting with my Facebook group, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flipman.
Don't fall. Do that.
Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flipman, and just ask the question in there: what title company or what closing attorney in XYZ city are wholesaler friendly? Or you can go to a local group in any market and a local wholesale group on Facebook and ask the same question. Someone's going to help, guaranteed.
All right, this person has 10K. They want to know how should they invest in it.
Well, 10K is a lot. Most people don't have that starting out in this business. So first thing you want to do is make sure you're educated. Take advantage of this free information that I give away, right? That's the first thing. Set yourself a 1 to 2 month goal. You're going to become an expert. In reality, you're going to know what to do after that. But now you want to choose the marketing lanes that best fits your time. Got a lot of resources. So you can do multiple at a time. You can do direct mail. Well, I wouldn't do direct mail starting even with that much money, even though that would be a good start with it. I'll do definitely text messaging, maybe banner signs, maybe a combination of cold calling, because you can cold call the same list that your text message, right? You'll only be out about $1,500 with those or whatever. And allow that $1,500 to do your first deal, and you would never have to touch that other $8,500 again or whatever. So,
All right, this is on TikTok. Any recommended sites to find houses to wholesale virtually?
well, you can use Zillow and Craigslist, places like that to find deals. Generally speaking, those are harder to do, but just to answer your question, you could use those sites. I would re-engineer the for rent sign part of it and try to find a tired landlord, someone that's trying to rent a property versus selling a property. And you're going to have to sift through, property managers and real estate agents, that are listing. But sometimes you'll see actual owners that post there.
All right, this one came from Dexter on YouTube. He said, can you wholesale a old hotel and how? That's cool.
Yeah, if you can get a great deal on it and have a buyer, most definitely. Happens all the time. What time? I forgot.
12:58.
Oh, yeah, I got to. Well, guys, we got to end this up. We sort of went late. I forgot I had something to do. Again, we got a free contract. YouTube search Flipman 2021 contract. You want a partner? Go to deallater.com. Send deals, and that video will explain. Make sure you follow me on all platforms. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you have questions, Beyond this, you can always post them in the comment section of any of my YouTube videos, and I answer those on a daily basis. So it's all there on my YouTube channel. You have nothing to lose whenever the knowledge and training is free.
Flipman, Flipman, it's the Flipman, Flipman, Flipman. You want some money in your hand, flipping houses with